football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Good tackle for a loss there by Kyle Van Noy, and he had his best years in New England. Led them in combined tackles in 2018, and they won the Super Bowl at the conclusion of that season. Miami certainly hopes he can help. A defense that ranked 30th in yards allowed per game last year. They certainly hope he can lead and continue to show plays like that.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 85 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Burrow on play action. Eluding the pressure right. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Burrow looking to pass. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
For a Miami Dolphins.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
21.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Man, I've seen that play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Bernard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Bernard, the ball carrier.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 25. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
A gain of 6 yards.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play,
and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Complete to
John Ross. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
The ball carrier. He's
one of the best around. Big Geno Atkins there on the stop. An 8-time Pro Bowler, including each of the last 6 seasons.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's complete to Grant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
That's good.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
From the gun, it's Tua.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career.
That'll be caught for a Dolphin touchdown. It's Williams. Preston Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bengals 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Airing one out for Boyd. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Quick hitter here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First down. Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And a Bengal first down.
From midfield now, Burrow. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll move the chains. And this one is right down Broadway.
Is good.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
43-yard line.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
17.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
The tackle by Logan Wilson.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. At the 20.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got a man. It's Williams.
If you were me,
and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bengals 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Complete.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
3-yard pickup on the play.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Incomplete.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. It'll be a loss of 1. Now 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this is caught at the 8. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now Burrow. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to A.J. Green.
A.J. Green with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, 78 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Breida. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Carl Lawson on the tackle.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
We got 4. Check the backer, check the backer.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Sean Williams with the tackle. He led the Bengals in that category last year. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
At the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. For a pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
At the 47-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Good.
Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's now
from the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Mike Gesicki.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Breida. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Brings up second.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for A.J.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
3rd down. And 2.
A final shot now for Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.